If you just joining Fanboy, the wrestling fanboy here, joined by my brother Kanan, and we about to get into the WWE Crown Jewel review. Cause it was surprisingly decent. I say, what you think?
I think it was decent. It was what I expected. One didn't go out the way that I didn't expect it.
I mean, the only thing that surprised me is probably the fact that Roman Reigns in his match wasn't the last match. But once I thought about it, I was like, okay, they're trying to make this title a big deal, so of course they're gonna have Cody win it, and of course they're gonna have it be the last thing. So I wasn't surprised. I'm surprised by the people that won because I didn't think Cody was gonna win. I didn't think Roman and them was gonna lose.
Yeah, I feel like if they didn't want to make the world title the B title, they should have let Gunther win.
I mean, I don't think it's the B title because I still believe Gunther can beat Cody. Like, don't get me wrong. I just don't think he should have. But if you think about it, who has really beat Gunther? Like Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes,
and Jay.
And when Jay beat him?
Jay pimped him. Forgot when Jay pimped him. Was it? I don't know. But Jay had beat him before he got his shot. I don't think it was a singles match.
Was it a tag team match or something?
It probably was.
Okay. I mean, but I'm just saying, ain't nobody really just beating Gunther. But Cody got pinned by the tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. So I mean, maybe he needed this victory. You know, I mean, I don't know. But we're gonna run through it real quick. Okay. How you feel about Solo Sikoa pinning Roman Reigns?
It set up the match for War Games. It wouldn't have to be a match for War Games if he didn't win. But I can see it. They building like it's a legitimate feud. I'm like, they're giving him some wins so he don't look like he just got washed through his whole process.
I like it. It threw me off because I didn't have them winning. I thought even though the bloodline wasn't going, the OG bloodline, even though they wasn't on the same page, I still thought they was gonna have them win, but they lost. Which, I mean, hey, it worked out. It's set up for Sami Zayn to join them, which we see that happening in real time. And as far as the triple threat for the United States title, it, like I said, it was the match that stole the show. That ending was cold.
Yeah,
it was hard.
With the what was that?
Carmelo doing that little tilt around the world thing that he normally
right into what do they call it, the
BFT. Yeah, man. Because LA Knight came out of nowhere, and I gotta say this, we done said this multiple times on this channel now. You didn't say it, I didn't say it. LA Knight gotta stop hopping on the top rope. he gotta stop. He gotta stop.
Cause he be slipping.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is why is Crown Jewel ropes so slippery? Because that was the problem with last year's Crown Jewel as well. Everybody slipping off the top ropes. They put extra baby oil on the ropes for Crown Jewel.
Was it Crown Jewel or was it King of the Ring?
It was Crown Jewel, because that was the night that I remember it was like one of Jade Cargill's first matches too as well, and she slipped off the ropes trying to get in. That was Crown Jewel. And then I think somebody else slipped. It was a bunch of people slipping off the ropes. I think even Seth slipped off the ropes last year.
Man, it's something. They gotta figure that out. Cause it don't make no sense. I definitely know it was in Saudi Arabia, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
You know what I said? They put extra oil on the Saudi Arabia ropes.
but okay, I'm trying to think. Liv and Nia shenanigans.
I figured.
Like I said, shenanigans.
All you folks gonna get involved. I felt it.
I knew Liv was gonna win too, because I mean, man, as much as Nia didn't improved and stuff, they not gonna let Nia win something like that. They don't want to give Nia her credit for sure. And plus, you can market Liv Morgan a little better and stuff. Like I know it sounds bad, but let's just be honest.
She done won a lot this year. To be honest, she has.
She didn't reinvented herself. Honestly, both of them have. If we be honest,
they had to, cause the top dogs really ain't around right now. So you gotta make new faces. That's what if your faces have to take a break, so you gotta make new faces.
Yeah. Cause
you couldn't just keep on relying on Becky and Charlotte.
Yeah, cause Becky not there, Charlotte not there right now. We don't even know if Becky coming back. Rhea got hurt again. Yeah, they got Bianca stuck with Jade. Can't wait for that to blow up. But let's get to that match. So Jade and Bianca retain their title in a decent, fatal 4-way tag team match. I like all the teams involved. I do. And so
they need to start building legitimate women teams.
They gonna have to, cause once Jade and Bianca break up, they gonna have to have something to fall on.
Right. If you want to keep a legitimate women's tag, keep a legitimate what you call it, a line or roster of people, you gonna have to start they're gonna have to start bringing up some of this NXT talent.
If they bring them up though, they gonna have to use them, cause I'm tired of them bringing up people and then semi-releasing them. I don't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like some of the recent releases.
Oh yeah,
but
I don't approve.
But my thing about that is, I'm like, that's what y'all divisions are for. Separate the divisions. If you separate your divisions and you use each people for their divisions, I'm like, it would be better than just have it all over the place sometimes.
And then
I'm like,
why are y'all getting rid of people that actually want to be there? I'm pretty sure you can find some folks in the company that don't want to be there. Release them. I'm just being honest. Get rid of the folks that really don't want to be there. That's like, hey, I won't have my contract.
I like Baron.
I like Baron a lot. Like, y'all sent him to NXT and he changed it up and got a fresh coat of paint and he was doing good stuff.
And brought him back for nothing.
Brought him back. The people liked him and stuff more now. Like, then y'all got rid of him.
That's my thing.
Indy Hartwell. Y'all just had her on TV. She been on there every week with Candice LeRae. And then y'all gonna get rid of her. I can understand.
Y'all needed her to build around y'all tag team, y'all women's tag team division.
Exactly.
I'm like, you just took Candice LeRae partner. We don't know what was going on behind the scenes or nothing. Maybe she wanted to leave. Who knows? But they releases be kind of suspect.
Yeah.
Recently,
At least it was only 3 people this time. But I can understand the Tegan Knox stuff. She be injured, she be hurt. Okay, you like, we might need to take a break from her, because she's injury prone. Okay, you can get away with that one.
I forgot she was even still on the roster, to be honest. But Indy and Darren, I couldn't understand them too.
I couldn't understand it either. But so another match that was on that card, Seth versus Bronson Reed. What you think?
I love it.
I like the match. Don't like the outcome.
You thought Bronson should have won?
Of course. Why not? You building a monster. You building a superstar because people was liking Bronson Reed. Come on now. And you gonna have him lose. Like,
but I don't think it made him look bad.
It did though.
I don't think so, because after the fact he still ended up beating up Seth.
That doesn't matter. You still lost. That's like if me and you get to fight, and you beat me down, and I get back up, and I hit you with a brick. I still lost. Like, I still, at the end of the day, I still officially lost. So that means you can beat me whenever you want to. When it mattered the most, you can beat me. That's how I look at it. Plus, you say it don't hurt too much. Think about it. Braun Breaker lost to Sami Zayn for the title when he shouldn't have lost, and it killed some of his steam. Did it not?
Yeah.
This might kill some of Bronson Reed's steam. They could have easily had Seth lose and Seth been like, they could have reversed it, in all honesty. They could have reversed it. They could have had Bronson Reed win and Seth been like, I'm not dead yet. I can still fight. Like, yeah, that's Seth freaking Rollins right there. Yeah. We expect that from Seth. So that's how I feel. Like, I feel like Seth could have won the feud, but he shouldn't have won the first match.
I can understand.
Cause it's Seth, he already accomplished. You supposed to be pushing somebody else up.
From the way they doing it now and what's going on, I'm like, Triple H gonna have to build new stars because a lot of people are getting hurt and a lot of people are leaving wrestling. You
can't build them up if they losing to the losing to the old people early on.
That's how I feel. I really feel like Triple H right now is playing too much into the new people that he's finna lose some of his old people.
It depends on which old people he finna lose though.
If you lose the Street Profits, and well, we gonna talk about that later, but he losing some talent that been with them for a long time that really have deserved a push.
Yeah, but some people you can afford to lose. It might sound crazy, but you can afford to lose some people. You might not want to lose them, but you can afford to lose them. But
I think they could afford to lose Bobby, but I didn't want to lose him. But
yeah, of course. We're gonna talk about it, but Shelton over there, crazy. But all right. So next match, it's not even really a match. Randy Orton versus KO. What you think about they brawl?
Oh, I like it because it's not taking it. That match really wasn't gonna take away from neither one of them, so it's
No.
not gonna change. It's not gonna change the way neither one of them are perceived.
Yep. I mean,
So
but
so
technically
I
nobody
think
won.
right for it to be a filler type match, I feel like it did what it was supposed to do.
But who you think gonna win the feud between them two?
Randy,
You think Randy gonna win it?
yeah, I feel like Randy gonna win it. Then I feel like Randy gonna challenge Cody.
Okay. I feel like it could go either way. I feel like Randy could lose, and then KO challenge Cody.
But KO already challenged Cody and lost. But
He could challenge him again. Come on, man.
he ain't challenged this version of Cody. I guess there's a whole new version.
But you gotta think about it. Hindsight, KO put Randy on the shelf. So who finna be next in line? KO. So he probably finna challenge him again. And he probably finna challenge him at Saturday night's main event. Mark my words. December the 13th, I believe. And speaking of Cody, he went against Gunther. We mentioned it earlier. Feel like Gunther probably shouldn't have lost, but they had Cody win. He got that giant belt with that ring. That ring he couldn't put on.
Right.
Man, to force that on. Sheesh. Do you think it's a point to the Crown Jewels, like the PLE? Like, just be honest. Like, if they was to get rid of it, would you be okay?
Yeah. They did it basically for money.
Yeah, I think everybody know that. One thing I will say is, they was talking about they want WrestleMania, and it was funny how Triple H said, "Yeah, you can catch WrestleMania in Las Vegas," and then they started booing Triple H, and I watched that live when they did that, and I'm like, why would y'all want WrestleMania? Like, don't get me wrong, y'all got a big enough venue and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna say y'all don't deserve WrestleMania, but y'all wouldn't do WrestleMania no justice. Like, y'all don't even treat women how we treat women over here or everywhere, like other places.
Right.
Like, the women I just made a video about this too. The women superstars are incredible, and
Are getting nah. This is the best. Like these last probably about 5 to 6 years of women wrestlers have probably been the best they have ever had.
yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, in the WWE, Trish and Lita, they might have started it. Trish and Mickey James, they might have, been the first remnants. Then after them, it was like Michelle McCool, Layla. And then after her, it was like AJ Lee. But it really didn't catch fire to me until the 4 horsewomen in NXT started putting on super fantastic, great matches down there.
True.
Once they
I agree.
was in NXT doing them matches and people was like, man, you gotta watch the women. They had a whole brand. NXT, before they even really popped off, folks was like, man, we gotta watch it for the women. Then the 4 horsewomen, well, 3 of them stepped up to the main roster and putting on great matches. People watching it for them. They becoming superstars. More entertaining than the men. Man, Saudi Arabia would not appreciate that, honestly.
No.
They
wouldn't put a women's main event or something like that.
They'll be dead silent if it was. Like the only reason people was kind of silent when Becky won her main event is because we was tired. That's it.
Because the day it was long.
Like we watched it. We watched it on TV. We was tired. We was happy, but we was tired.
And we was at my house.
Yeah,
we was at my house for probably like 5 o'clock until it finally went off. Probably about what, 12?
12:30. Like we weren't even in the arena and we was tired. Just imagine the people in the arena.
Stand it up.
So I'm like, Saudi Arabia, no WrestleMania for y'all. I'm sorry. No. But I think Crown Jewel is okay. I don't really get excited for it. I like the concept of King of the Ring though. King and Queen of the Ring.
I think it's a Vince McMahon thing. It's a Vince McMahon thing that still has leftover ramifications. Like, this is he had that deal in place for so many years, and now they still they gotta finish out the contract because they got a lot of money for it. A lot of money.
Man. So I mean, money to set them up for the next year ahead.
Right.
So I mean, I don't blame them. You remember? Do you remember when they first started doing? This is the last thing I'm gonna say too. When they first started doing them shows, and they used to have the tables up in the front where the people was up there eating. Like they had the tables, like them folks was during the wrestling show. You could see folks sitting at like a dinner table eating while the folks wrestling. Crazy. Only time I seen that is when I went to a live MMA event. But that's it, man. Y'all, Crown Jewel was alright. What you give it out of 10, man?
Out of 10, a 6.
I can agree with that. We're gonna give it a 6
because it was pretty much predictable for the most part.
Yeah,
it was. I wouldn't say it was basic 5 out of 5, but it was a little above basic, so I give it a 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, man. I'm gonna give it a 6 too.